The marketing for The Flash needs to be investigated right now. But Ghost Host, why? Some of you may ask. You mean besides the fact that the production designer said that the movie would be so good that we would forget the 8-page list of Ezra Miller's crimes against the human race? Okay, not the point of the video, but I just couldn't skip over this. I mean, come on, dude. This might be one of the most laughable claims I have ever seen. This dude meant to tell me that I would forget Ezra Miller's multiple accounts of assault, including choking a woman at a bar, several accounts of burglary, and his numerous attempts at grooming minors and children. Like, dude, I don't know if even the best performance in the best movie of all time could make me forget all of the things Miller has done. So I don't know how I was supposed to forget all of those things just by watching this. But you know what? That's not even what we are talking about today. No, I want to talk about the other goofy part of The Flash's marketing, which is the absurd amount of celebrities that were saying that this movie was the tartar sauce. It was supposedly the new best superhero movie of all time. It was going to change the superhero movie genre and be unlike anything the world had ever seen before. I mean, just take a look at what these celebrities were saying who had watched it before it came out. Tom Cruise was apparently so interested in the movie that he asked the Warner Bros. CEO if they could have a private screening at his house, and once he saw the movie, Cruise went out of his way to lavish it with high praise, calling it the kind of movie we need right now, and saying that it had everything you would want in a movie. The way he was hyping this film up, you would have thought that he either just watched a Church of Scientology documentary or the greatest superhero movie of all time. But please keep in mind that Tom Cruise was actually giving this high of praise to this movie. But you know what? Some celebrities like Cruise might have just really related to the movie, and it's not like Tom Cruise's exceptionally high praise was reflected by any other big-time celebrity, right? Stephen King also apparently loved the film, even though he supposedly doesn't even like superhero movies. Something about The Flash was so good that he had to let everyone know that it was an amazing film. I don't know, bro. If someone told me that they didn't like superhero movies in general, I'm sorry, but I don't think The Flash would be the one to change that. Yet the praise continues here, like every basketball media member celebrating Michael Jordan in his prime. Dude, even Jaden Smith took the time to stop thinking about the economical state of the world to watch this movie, and he loved it so much that it was apparently indescribable. Like, that's how good it was, as well as being such an amazing film that it quote-unquote changed his life. Okay, bro, what? Are you starting to see the pattern here? Are you starting to see this trend? A mediocre at best superhero movie in The Flash comes out, and all of these celebrities are hailing it as the greatest superhero movie to ever exist, and be so good that we will apparently forget the attempts of grooming children and have our lives changed forever. How does any of this line up? It doesn't make any sense. And it gets worse. Edgar Wright said that the film was great to watch and a blast. Terry Crews demanded for people to go see The Flash in theaters. All of these celebrities were just out here hyping up The Flash like it was going to be the LeBron James of superhero movies. And instead, it ended up being the Anthony Bennett of superhero movies. But perhaps the biggest offender here is James Gunn. Now, to be fair, Gunn is taking over the DCEU, and it would be in his best interest if people went to go see this movie. But even then, some of the claims he was making were just absolutely outrageous, especially keeping in mind that this is The Flash we are talking about. He kept hyping it up almost every day, saying it was one of the best superhero movies ever, and even went so far as to say that it was one of his favorite movies of all time. Bro, this is the guy who directed all of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and the Suicide Squad reboot, each of which were phenomenally better than this movie. How is this guy saying that this is one of the best superhero movies in the genre? The same genre where he has made some of the best movies in that genre. There's no way he legitimately thought this. I find the odds to be near impossible. That's like Alfred Hitchcock watching a horror movie like Truth or Dare and saying it's one of the best horror movies he's ever seen. It's just not possible, bro. Not unless there is some other reason for all of these famous people people to go out of their way to give such a mediocre movie such high praise? We legit need to have this be investigated. I suspect that many of these people were secretly paid to give high praise and acclaim to The Flash so that people would be so hyped up that they would go watch the movie and fill theater seats. With the exception of Gunn, none of these people would have any actual incentive to go this crazy in worshiping The Flash of all movies as some kind of messiah that was going to resurrect the dying superhero genre. If we took a compilation of all the praise that this movie got from celebrities and redacted the name of the movie, people would legit think that they were referring to one of the most unanimously agreed upon best movies of all time, like Citizen Kane or Vertigo. The amount of insanely high praise that this movie was getting just doesn't add up, unless you add up some pretty big numbers, write it down on a check, and send it in to each of these celebrities in exchange for them basically endorsing your film. And if despite all my arguments, you think that there was nothing shady going on here, and all of these random celebrities just randomly decided to give the most average superhero movie in a long time such critical acclaim, then granting all of that, at least that one production designer needs to be investigated for saying that stuff about people forgetting Ezra Miller's crimes, cause that was pretty wild. If you liked the video, then leave a like and subscribe and help me get to my goal of 10,000 subs by the end of the year, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a great day.